Hey guys, and welcome to the next class. Like so many sessions on a Thursday, this one is different from the one that I thought I was going to do. I've made a change here. I don't know if you can see the publication date on this lesson from Radio 1's music lessons, but it's today. This has been online for 2 hours now. It's been viewed, the view count says 3,500, 488 likes, 4 dislikes. It's on BBC Radio 1, verified YouTube. They have 6.73 million subscribers. Those are some of the things. And it's a music lesson from Sigrid. It's a piano tutorial with Sigrid on the track Strangers. Now, I think all of you have probably been in a class with me where I go through or infuse about Sigrid songs. Some of you have obviously a reasonably high level of involvement with Sigrid, which is cool. Anyway, this really made me laugh because here's me doing 16 to 20 minute tutorials on songs from my position, and I get really stoked if, people just click to say they've watched, or, oh man, I sent the video to 40 students and I get 40 watches. Great. That's so funny. Here comes in Sigrid. Just blows me out the park with her music lessons, which are just like mine in some ways and not in others. Right, let's watch it. This is not criticism. This is not a critique of Sigrid. Everyone knows how I feel about Sigrid. She's cool. She's a good singer, and has brought a lot to the course one way or another. That's a really fair point. So, it's not, this is not a song I'm going to be listening to later on this evening, but it's cool, and there's some interesting things, and I thought we could have a look at this lesson as part of this lesson, and then I'll teach the song. So Sigrid can teach the song, and then I'll teach it. Okay, here we go. We're going to watch a bit of this video, and then I'll move to something else. Okay, let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Sigrid. I am back home in Ålesund in Norway, where I grew up.
She's wearing a black hoodie.
And
Snap.
I'm here to show you how I play Strangers on the piano, my song. Obviously I don't have my band here.
I don't have a posh piano like that.
This is just like a version of the song I've made myself. It's a combination of like the acoustic version that I made together with Ashel Solstrand, a combination of like the original piano from the version I made with Martin Shirley, and just like a little bit of like what I like to do with the song when I've played it solo myself on the piano acoustic. I got an amazing camera crew with me. I got my mom. She's filming right now.
Oh, I should point out at this point, I've watched most of this video, by the way, so I don't want to give the impression that I haven't watched it. I have seen a fair bit of it. Okay, that's important as we carry
on. So yeah, I'm basically going to show you how I play Strangers. Okay, so first,
there's a fun game for you to play here.
I usually do an intro, but it depends. Like if I want to do an intro, I do it. If I don't do it. But anyways,
okay.
I usually start with the D because the key of the song is D. So I do just the regular one, the D, and you know how you can play D like in several ways. You can play like.
You can all hear probably that's the top note. Now already some of you will be going, hang on, the piano graphic is wrong. That's an F sharp on the top. She played that. Mike, she played your voicing. She didn't play what's written there. That's what's written. she played this. Oh, sorry, she just played this. She played that. So this is a funny thing. I knew this would happen straight away. It doesn't take long in the scrolling of the comments to get to guys, just to say that the piano graphics are wrong. Just to say the piano graphics are wrong. They're wrong. Yeah, they are. But so what? I mean, like, who cares? You don't necessarily go to BBC Radio 1 for the most accurate information about music or music lessons. You go to a music tutor or a good online one. Gosh, man, a good online one. There's a thought. Okay. Anyway, so that's not the point, but there's a few cool things. Anyway, but that makes me think about things. It does make me think about things. Let's carry on.
That, or that, or that.
Oh, so she's going through the inversions there.
And then it's the F sharp minor.
F sharp minor.
And then there's a B.
She put C sharp
minor,
on the top there.
And this is where I like to make it a bit funky with a 7 on it, with an A here, but it's just I play around with it. I play different chords all the time, whatever my mood wants to do.
The graphic said A on
those
top,
are like
it was
the
F
basic
sharp
parts
again.
of the song. It's the D to the F minor, F sharp minor.
It's okay, I do that too, Sigrid, it's fine.
Is that a 7? Yes, it is.
Forget to say F sharp.
Do that, and then this one. And that's the
really
chorus
nice.
for the verse. So it's just.
She's got a great voicing of B minor there. The voicing she played was B, A, D, E, F.
It starts to rain away. And then sometimes I add an A.
Okay, and A. Oh, that's nice. A.
Where the broken
There's a D in that A chord.
like folding minds collide and we fall. This is the new part. This is
Now-
the pre-chorus.
Okay, now there's a couple of things here that make me laugh. In some ways, I mean, she's like kicking my ass anyway, but if I don't know, I wish I could sing like that in class. I wish I could sing like that. I can't. I think it's pretty good. Anyway, we'll carry on. Cool.
And I've gone to a G, and
G
sometimes
major.
I play the G normal like this, but I really like to
I
put
take exception to that, to things being normal. I mean, Sigrid, come on. She's obviously not done the equality and diversity training. I just like to say that I don't think of anything as normal or not normal. You know, what's normal, guys? What's the new normal? What's normal? Some of you are normal, some of you are not normal. Okay, I mean, geez, come on, Sigrid. You notice her piano technique there. Straight from the School of Rock. I like that, that's cool. Right, you think I'm dissing Sigrid, I'm not. But, you know, equality and diversity is important. Definitely. Okay, let's carry on.
put in this A here, and excuse me.
A in a
my
G
piano
chord.
teacher who taught me
Nice.
this many years ago, but I forgot. Is that the 9? I have no idea. But I put an A in there because it sounds great. So it goes from a G to the A.
Put an E in
And
there
then
as
I
well,
like
Sigrid.
to add
Be awesome.
the C sharp there and the D on the A instead of a full A chord. And then onto the B minor.
You put a G in there, it gets
Again.
super edgy.
And then you go to the
Sorry.
C sharp. And then I like to do this. Which, because
Ooh, she likes to do this. No way. She likes to play C sharp, G sharp, A, B, E, F sharp. Whoa, she likes to play drop too. That's cool. I should really do a class on drop too. I mean, that G sharp is really tense. We're in the key of D. She said we're in the key of D. So that G sharp's tense. I mean, cool. I mean, it can be in there. Can't think what a G sharp. If only I knew what a G sharp was doing in a D scale. That's cool though. I mean, I would just go for an A over C sharp, and I do a pull off from the E to F sharp. But that G sharp in there is really cool. I'm glad that she likes drop too. That's awesome.
That works, and that's the funny
It
thing
does.
about these chords is that sometimes it sounds a bit like, I think it's atonal as well in English, where it sounds a little bit weird, but
It's not really atonal in any language. It's like I'm criticizing. I'm not. It's not her job to know whether that's modal mixture or atonalism or anything of that nature. She's not a music teacher. She's in a privileged position as a world famous pop musician and singer. She's a top music professional, and I'm being really sincere here. That's cool. You know, but it's not atonal. When you add a G sharp into a chord of A major first inversion, it's not atonal. It's a pretty good add, you know. It creates a different sounding chord, which I don't want to spend too much time on. You know, it borrows from the D Lydian scale, so it's not exactly a crazy modal mix, but it's definitely not atonal. Anyway, let's carry on.
it sounds good when you sing it.
It sure does.
And
Sounds
then-
great when you sing it, because you're a great singer.
To the F sharp
Sounds awful when I
minor
sing it.
with the 7 I
With
put
the
in.
7, yeah, we can hear
And
that.
then again to the B minor.
I really want an E in that B
That
minor,
was the
don't you?
pre-chorus. And with the lyrics, it would be
And a C sharp too.
Here we fall, G. When the curtain drops, our touch is just the touch.
It sounds good, the G sharp sounds great.
Our stories after the headlights. And that's the chorus. And the chorus is E minor.
Sorry,
And
I don't
Q
honest, I
singers,
don't
like
know
to, again,
Sigrid
make
songs
it a
or
bit
anything.
more
Like I don't
sad.
sorry.
Or you know what? It's not sad.
Not like
it's
a super fan or
bittersweet.
anything.
Again, with the
Yeah, it's just not like that.
G A D. Again, I should know what this chord is, but I don't know. I just play. But I'm putting the extra, so I have like I use both my.
Yeah, it's like E minor add 4 Sigrid, E minor 7 add 4,
So it's an E minor.
add 4.
And then I add in
It's not
add
bigger.
the F sharp minor here to the G. So that was just like a
I
step
played
up.
D over F sharp, but you know,
And then
A.
B minor with a little 7. And then to this one, the C sharp. You can play it like that. You can play it like this. Anyways, to the D. And then the same thing again. E minor. Yeah, chorus.
Cool.
With the lyrics. That would
Here
be
we go. Sing it.
like strangers.
Listen to her phrasing, it's so good. Whoa!
We're falling head over heels for something that ain't real. It could never be
Yes.
us. Ending with A. Just you and I.
Cool. Now watch this whole video in high def. She sings that really beautifully, and that's the kind of subtlety, you know, performances in K257 that I really try and get you guys to get into. Anyway, so do check out this. Okay, this video is now 40 minutes long. She's only 5 minutes in, so we've got lots of work to do. So let's go to this. This is how I discovered Sigrid. I didn't realize she's a big kind of pop star. I saw this first because I like to follow Paste Studios, so we'll check out this. This is the piano player that she talks about, her friend Martin. I know some of you guys know this because you are like, unlike me, you're like Sigrid mega fans. And this is this Air Max clad backing singer who, you know, like so many backing singers, is like completely ridiculous in every way. This guy's just come from the tennis court, looks like. Anyway, we'll have a listen to this and then I'll explain some things. So I'll play along and then I'll show you what's going on.
Just like in the movies, it starts to rain away. We're the broken beauties, blindfolded minds collide and we fall. When the curtain drops, our touch is just a touch. Not like in the movies, our stories after the end like strangers, perfect pretenders. We're falling head over heels for something that ain't real. It could never be us, just you and I. Memories and photos, too easy to
Plug your shoes good.
left
There's
us
a pull-up that you love.
shadows, holding each other tight and we fall. When the curtain drops, our touch is
There's
just
a G sharp
a
hit there.
touch. Not like in the movies, our stories after the end like strangers, perfect pretenders. We're falling head
All
over
pop music
heels
does
for
sound
something
like
that ain't real.
Well, they sound like
It
all
could
pop
never be
music.
us, just you and I. Think I got it, but we made up a dream. Cause you got a pretty look at what we could be. I don't want you all
Sorry,
I want is someone
really bad time.
going up together, just for alone.
It's all about what you don't play.
Cause you got a pretty look at what we could be. I don't want you all you want is someone going up together, just forget we're alone. You and I, 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 you and I. Not like in the movies. You and I, 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 you and I. Not like in the movies, like strangers, perfect pretenders. We're falling head over heels for something that ain't real. It could never be us enough, just you and I, strangers, perfect pretenders. We're falling head over heels for something that ain't real. It could never be us, just you and I, strangers, perfect pretenders. We're falling head over heels for something that ain't real. It could never be us, just you and I.
Cool. Sorry, I did some bad playing there. I always do some bad playing because I always do some bad playing because I always don't have the discipline that those kind of really top piano accompanist guys, piano players have. So I get bad time, or I rush, or I add in a note. Anyway, so hope you can all see that. Let me just check. Yeah, I think you can. So there's my chart. Now let's quickly talk about what you can add and what you maybe don't want to add, or how I, do it. Sigrid talks about this. Talks about this later on in her video. Okay, so and you can think of a million songs that use that chord progression, but she often plays it like this. She talks about playing. How many times in Swinburne Hall have I heard this? That rhythm. 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3. Sorry, 1, 2 and 3, 4, I'm being completely sincere. So D major, all the F sharp minor, with all the chords with a third of the chord up the octave. What Rick Beato, who's the most subscribed to music teacher in the world, would describe as an open voicing or an open triad, stretched triad, something like that. Okay, so here I wouldn't add anything really. You could do a pull off, but I wouldn't get straight into like. Maybe you want to, maybe you don't. I would try and, well, I probably would. I try and resist it and get into that later. Essentially, if you're in the, if you take the notes of D major, you can add most notes to most of these chords, and so I would recommend a process of trying that out. The 2 and the 4 are great ones to add in this kind of song. I wouldn't add much beyond a minor 7, and probably avoid major 7s. But you can add minor 7s, which I've not put on the chart. I left it blank so you could really try and explore that. So we'll just have a look at some of those now. So on the B minor, in the song, her piano player often plays it like this, which I think sounds great, which is B, A, D, and E. So there's the root of the chord, the minor 7th, the minor 3rd, a mid 5, and that's the 4th. The 5th would be there. But I think that sounds really good, especially if you go there. So we'll just deal with what that is. So that's B minor 7 sus, and that's going to A major, add 4. Did I get that right? No. That's B minor 7, add 4. That's A major, add 4. Yeah, there we go. Okay, for example, things that you can also do, some of you know this really well, I think. I would add those kind of passing chords. So anytime you have a G major chord, you can approach that like Joey Landreth would. Oh man, imagine if Joey Landreth did this song. I mean, it's like a lot of his songs. So you could do that if you wanted to do. If you wanted to do that, yeah. On the chorus, you could make E minor 9. You could make E minor 11. Cool. So those are just some interesting things in the song. I hope this makes sense. This is not really a tune that needs a tutorial. I was more kind of making the point about Sigrid's kind of funny video. She closes the video with saying, oh, well, if you have got some different chords for me, like find me on Insta or whatever it is, and get into it. I personally don't think this is a song that really wants a lot of reharming. The version that we watched at Paste Studios I think is great. I really enjoy listening to it. I don't want to listen to it all day, but it's really cool. So yeah, you can get inside this notion of D major and add some of these kind of cool things in, which is really great. So if nothing else, I think take away that B minor 7 voicing there. I think that's a really, really great one, which is really, really cool. Ace, I hope that makes sense. That reminds me of that. What is that? Hang on. See you soon.